My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. Numbers going up, I need a plaque. I need diamond girls to floss like I got too much plaque. All I do is chill at the crib and kill a track. You're probably on the menu if you say you rap. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam.
Yes! Shake them tail feathers, Falcon! Yes! Who needs Jeff Beck? Who needs the gamble guy?
I don't know.
Who needs the gamer guy when we got the Falcon and the Mike? Falcon, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Michael. How are you?
Oh, crap. I've done it now. Should I remove myself from the screen because I've already screwed up the show for calling him out? He's right there!
Well, I mean, since we know the premise of this show, what just happened, I think it's
WTF.
actually appropriate to go ahead and keep that up there.
Yeah, I was bad. What are you drinking tonight, sire?
I don't know what the brand is, but it's some sort of a seltzer water that has alcohol in it. So yeah, it looks like water, but it's not. How about you, Michael? We got the FedEx Express.
It looks like water. It is water.
Yeah, there we go.
Actually, I don't think I've refilled this ever since last night, so it probably is still from FedEx fountains. Good.
Oh.
Not like, now granted, I don't use like the fountains, like, you know, like those things are nasty. But there is like some nice water coolers everywhere you go. They have blessed us, and they love shows like this that advertise their brand for absurdity. All right, this is what just happened. You knew that, obviously, Gamble Guy. The cat's on the bag. Beck is not here. It's just me. It's just Falcon. And that's pretty much all we need. I think Beck's going to be impressed. So tune in. Get strapped. And we're ready to go. All right. We do have 3 videos to show you tonight. They're not on this segment. Well, actually, there is one on this segment. But yeah, and we got another comment. You two are as awkward together as a first date. And we love you too, honey boo. Okay.
Why don't you drink another fucking Guinness? Drink another fucking Guinness and go to bed.
Yeah, you Irish punk. All right. Bryce Young benched in big capital letters. Falcon, I know this is more of a WTF, what just happened kind of show. And this kind of brings me to that. It's more like in an angry way. It's not like, you know, fans fighting. It's not, you know, people getting drunk. It's just, huh? And then I ran a poll on Twitter, and albeit 14 wonderful people who voted, like 70% of them thought it was a good move. Really? I need to know your thoughts first, because I'm about to unleash on the quarterback whisperer known as Dave Canales.
Yeah, in all honesty, like, okay, so it's his second year. The Carolina Panthers are a terrible team. So, yeah. I mean, they are. So what are you doing? All you're doing is sending a message, and you're now killing any confidence that he did have left at this point in time. And for what reason? I'm just saying, who's going to come in and be the savior now? I'm just saying. Right?
Not Jesus. It's red. It looks like Satan to me because he's redheaded and his name is Andy Dalton. But you were correct.
Yes, Dalton, great backup. Not your starter. You need to you have everything. Your offense gone around Bryce Young at this point in time. You need to coach him up and to get his confidence back. That's what you need to do, not bench him. I'm sorry.
And I am of the mindset that you are. It's like, I understand like there's a group of people out there who probably, all, put each other's hands on each other's legs. Those kind of guys. I'm kidding. No, but there's a group of people out there who's like, it is a good move. The young kid needs this. I'm like, I mean, obviously, like I said, the poll shows that, but I don't understand. This guy is a quarterback whisperer. For all we know, he resurrected Geno, even though Geno's still doing pretty good in Seattle. He resurrected Baker, and Baker looks just fine without him. It seems like he's coincidentally lucking into these guys not being as bad as people thought they were. So now he's some quarterback whisperer, and I don't agree with that. It's like you gave your guy 2 weeks, and Chuba Hubbard, that's your RB1, and your offensive line's not good. Hey, who's wide receiver one over there? Hint, it's not DJ Moore. Adam Thielen, this is 2024, not 2014. You can't expect a guy to win with this. And even the Rome show, shout out to the Rome show. He's like, if I'm a college player getting NIL money, I'm staying as long as I can in college. Remember when people were bashing Caleb Williams for going to the Bears? Technically, the Bears were a 7-win team last year. If the Bears were still stinking it up, at this point, if this is going to happen to a guy like Caleb Williams or a guy like Bryce Young, for crying out loud, I guess I don't want to go to the NFL right now. And that's a bad look, man.
Yep. No, I agree 100% with you. And again, I still think, why are you going to Andy Dalton? You're going into your 3rd game in the season, right? Let Bryce Young take his lumps. Let him get the experience. He's not going to get it any other way. Yes, it's going to be a disastrous season overall. They're not going anywhere. They're going to have a high draft pick. All those things are certain. And guess what? You look at what's going wrong right there. Obviously, they need some help on the offensive line. They need a number 1 wide receiver. I would argue, obviously, a running back 1. So they have a lot of needs at this point in time. And one guy, the quarterback, yes, most important piece for sure in the NFL. But when you have the other pieces together, if you don't have any of the other pieces together, you know what? He's not going to save it. Tom Brady himself in his prime could be the quarterback on this team, and I would argue would look like complete crap at this point in time as well.
Hey, don't say the quiet part out loud. Don't say it out loud, but you are 1,000% correct. This is what just happened. You're tuned in live to the Falcon and the Mike Show Sons. Mr. Beck, who has chimed in twice already on YouTube, but I guess fell asleep now. I'm kidding. All right, Tua Tagovailoa. Last time we talked on Thursday night, the game was about to start. Since then, holy crap, what has happened? Tua didn't look right. What just happened? So Tua gets hurt after playing like dog baloney. Because and ironically goes into DeMar Hamlin. We all know it's ironic. Is blah blah blah, haha. One guy on Instagram said, "Hey, it was either you or me tonight, buddy." I'm like, okay, that's a good joke. It's kind of it's dark, but I like it. What just happened? We got another comment. Beck says, if the Panthers were good at making decisions, they probably wouldn't have Bryce. That's a great point. There you go, Beck. Thanks for chiming in again. He woke up. Huh? They're calling me out. Oh, let me text him again. Okay. No, but Tua's been placed on IR. The retirement talk came out, and newsflash, he's not going to do it again. Now, this one, I start to believe people, all these former players on TV, because they're the ones that like to talk and sound good. Oh, he should retire, but okay, he's 20. You would think he won. I'll argue this. I know the hit to the barely even got touched from what it seems like from our point of view in the side of the head. Okay, it doesn't look good when he spazzes out. But unlike what Kaylee Hartung was telling us when she was saying, oh, ow, his extremities are moving. Well, yeah, no crap. He actually walked away from this one and didn't have to be stretchered off like he was before. So I was like, Kaylee Hartung didn't help the situation, in my opinion.
I agree.
But Falcon, he's now been placed on IR, kind of shut down the rumors of publicly saying he's fine, he wants to play again. Should he have retired? We know it's up to him, but in your mind, if your contract, I believe there's a contract clause where it says basically if he got injured at all, the insurance supposedly covers $150 million. That's insane. What is your take on Tua? It's been a lot.
Yeah, I know. And again, unfortunately, I don't know how many concussions or shots to the head that he's had previously.
Right.
And I think at this point in time, only he knows that, right? I'm thinking all the way back to high school and college, and obviously he's had a couple brutal moments in the NFL.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, well, I can't argue a guy retiring if he feels in there like, and I'll give you the reason why, because of my own personal experience. If that's how he feels, he doesn't have the passion for the game anymore and is concerned about, concussions and being okay to, get, be 50 years old and still be able to walk around and talk normal and, not drooling on himself or dead. Then that's his decision. Now, my personal experience is, hey, again, Campbell Guy and I have talked about that. We both played, college football and that sort of thing. My freshman year, I weighed $160, 5'11" as a receiver in Division III. I came back second year and I was 187, and my 40 speed was down to the 4.45, 4.46 range. And this is back in the early 90s. But unfortunately, in training camp my sophomore year, my quarterback got hit as he threw the ball. They have a red jersey on to signify you don't hit the quarterback. But unfortunately, offensive lineman got pushed back into him as he was throwing. I was running a corner route. I had to stop on it, turn back, jump up as high as I could to catch it. And that gave enough time for the cornerback to come up and just obliterate me right in the middle of the back. I landed and I couldn't move. I couldn't move from the waist down for 20 minutes.
Oh. Yeah,
at 19 years old, and I'm playing D3 college football. I never got, to be clear, everybody out there, I was never making it pro. Ever.
I mean, 4.45 40 would have been great for the white culture, to see. No, but go ahead.
But I did catch, I did have a very high percentage of catch rate. I didn't have a lot of drops, that sort of thing. I was more of a possession receiver and hit the big, hit the big one every now and then. Right. But I was at that pivotal point because I was the number 3 receiver as a sophomore on varsity in a 5 receiver set. So I was going to get plenty of reps and that sort of thing. But I had to look at myself. I'm 19 years old. I couldn't move from the waist down. It ended up being a pinched nerve, and I had a vertebrae that was, out of whack or whatever. But I'm like, I want to walk the rest of my life. So I'm walking away from competitive football. And that was my decision. Again, I wasn't going to ever go pro. So what Tua has to go through with, the big money and this and da. I think that he should just put all that shit to the side and think about him and his personal thing. Because, dude, where's he going to be at if he keeps getting hammered and head shots to the head in like 2 or 3 years? He's going to be dead by 35. I'm just saying, so I personally think it's a personal choice, and I will support whatever he decides to do because he needs to figure out what's in his best interest.
So here's a point that I think I like how you ended that, and obviously, we can beat it into her blue in the face or
right.
Concussed. That hey, it's his personal decision. But I do like you said. It seems like Tua, because he has had probably not moments like that, but he has had moments where it's like he seems smart.
Yep.
And I want people to understand. He has to have weighed these things before. And it's like, as Beck says, he's made enough money by now, walk away. And I know it's easy for you guys to say, but it's like, again, I wish the dude would have slid. I mean, he'd already had the first down. That was kind of weird to me. Yeah. But I will say this, because it goes to you guys' point. Aaron on Vegas Square Morning Show, he was like, sometimes a zebra can't change its stripes. And it's like, we thought you learned how to fall. Apparently, it's in your DNA to fall like an absolute idiot. And in the NFL, that's tough. So, again, a lot has happened since then. We don't want to beat the bush or any more than we have. But Tua's on IR. Seems to be fine right now, which we figured. But also, Nick Wright on FS1 said, his concussions look so much worse than everyone else's. Just like when he goes like this. Because I was like, God, that's like, I mean, if we hadn't seen that before, it would have made bigger headlines. But thankfully, we've seen him do this before. I say thankfully, we've seen him do this before. God, it's not a good look.
Yeah, it just isn't. It's not a good look. And again, I think it just comes back to, he has to make that decision. And, does he want to end up being a window licker the rest of his life or not? I mean, I just hate to say it that way, but, I'm being honest here,
That's a good point. All right, we got video feed. This straight from the NFL's horse mouth. Pry from my cold, dead hands, you bastards. C.J. Stroud, was he snubbed by Caleb Williams? Our good friends at ML Football, was on this called Loser Reporting. They show this video out of context, and I mean, to be fair, the NFL posted it.
Yeah.
Falcon.
Learn from those mistakes. And everything that you got, bro, is in you already, bro. You're going to be a hell of a player in this league. Yep. All right, boy. Appreciate it. For sure.
Oh, okay, so real quick. We'll show that again in just a moment. Falcon, Caleb Williams, the fingernail painting guy that he is, the guy whose team was trying to say that, he don't need the Bears and he don't need the NFL and looks like crap the first 2 weeks, for lack of a better term. Had just got his butt kicked, and actually his team gave him the chance to win the game. He couldn't do it. So naturally, you're like, hey, listen, okay, yeah, I get it. But let's watch this again. Watch closely towards the middle of that video as C.J. Stroud tries to pull this guy back in, and look at this guy's face.
Bro, yeah, hey, keep going. Stop taking those hits. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, yeah. Learn from those mistakes, and everything that you got, bro, is bro. You're going to be a hell of a player in this league. Yep. All right, boy. Appreciate it. For sure.
Yep. Appreciate it.
All right, so C.J. Stroud obviously looks like a good person here. The big debate was, is this more of a Caleb Williams drama continuing in this lack of self-accountability, or is this a heat of the moment, like you just got beat by this guy, say, okay, yeah, thanks, I appreciate you. He's not unappreciative of it. Which side are you on this? Because I'm interested in that.
Again, my gut tells me that he was probably pissed off that he had the opportunity to, again, a rookie, a chance to win the game, a chance to go down the field. That's fresh in his mind right after the game. He doesn't want to hear anything from C.J. Stroud at that point in time. Now, on the flip side, I don't think anybody should say anything negative to C.J. Stroud because, the guy's in his second year. He's just confirming to him, hey, you've got the talent. Don't worry about it. Don't let it weigh on you and stuff like that. Because he was just there last year. Again, he had an amazing rookie year. But did he have some downsides or whatever? Absolutely. They all go through the bumps and bruises and whatnot. So I don't know. I would like to think in my heart that he was not snubbing C.J. Stroud, that he was really kind of irritated with, he didn't come back and win the game, right? He's a competitor. He wants to win. I mean, that's why you're in the NFL, right? I mean, that's why you're playing the sport you love, whatever. You want to win. You want to go out there and win every single game.
And I like to think I'm like 40% with you, but there's another 60% of my brain that's saying, man, this pattern, and eventually there will be athletes like this. I'm not saying it's maybe Caleb. There's going to be athletes as the NIL stuff starts coming in more and more, she said, as the spotlight gets brighter and brighter. There's going to be guys who are super freaking talented, and they just don't want to hear it, and that could lead to their downfall. It's like Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl. I don't want to put this on him, but it's kind of like, I guess, a young Aaron Rodgers. That may be a bad example, but just like a guy who's so talented, but then it goes back to the why a lot of people think Brady's the GOAT, even though he's not that talented. It's because he did it the right way, and he followed the rules. And I'm not saying Caleb hasn't followed the rules, but he followed the rules. He listened. He learned. He's the good old boy.
He followed the rules.
And now I'm yelling at clouds.
Except for deflating footballs.
And except for Spygate, which he had no idea about. My point is,
right. Huh? Yeah. Just like
did what?
just like Stan Connors, in Harbaugh. Harbaugh had no idea that was going on. Are you kidding me?
It's like a Michigan thing. I don't know what it is. I'm kidding. Okay, so I know Beck's going to appreciate the whole anti-Michigan talk there. But there has to come a point in time where one of these athletes might be a self-serving, I don't want to learn. And again, you can put up numbers. You might win a couple MVPs. Can you break through?
And and again, I agree with you that definitely it could lean that way. But with me, all I'm saying is my heart, what I hope is happening here, right, is that, he's just, it's the heat of the moment. I'm pissed off. I just want to get in the locker room. I don't want to talk to anybody right now. Hey dude, hey CJ, can you hold that thought? Give me a shout later. Let me decompress. But maybe that's what he should have said. I don't know.
Or maybe he's bathing with men. Or sitting in the sauna with men with those.
Or he's hanging out, or he could be hanging out with Deshaun Watson and getting some, getting some massage
advice.
Wink, wink.
Yes, some masseuse advice. Great stuff by Deshaun there. Love this guy. Cleveland.
That's what I've heard. CJ did reach out to Deshaun last year, since he's in the Houston area, about recommendations. I'm kidding, obviously. Recommendations. Recommendations of masseuses that may provide a happy ending. Wink, wink.
What just happened? This guy went off. This Adrian Wojnarowski retired, and this guy came through for our defense in breaking news. Thank you, Falcon. 12 on Sports loves you. All right, you're watching what just happened. I guess Falcon's getting the alcohol in him now. And when we come back, is Eli Manning a Pro Football Hall of Famer? Also, our good friend Mike Tomlin inspired a soccer coach. And, of course, Jose Altuve, his impression of the song Head, Shoulders, Socks, and Shoes. We'll be right back. This is what just happened.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water. Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Welcome to MyBookie. you're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam. Numbers going up, I need a plaque. I need diamond girls to floss like I got too much plaque. All I do is chill at the crib and kill a track. You're probably on the menu if you say you rap. My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like exam.
Go Falcon, go Falcon, go Falcon, go Falcon. Flappy wings, go Falcon. White people. Feather shake, tail feather shake. Yes! There he goes. He's got the moves like Falcon.
You'd never guess you'd never guess I'm a 50-year-old man.
Oh, are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, mybookie.ag, promo code 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces, for up to a $1,000 first deposit bonus when you sign up using that promo code 12OZ Sports. And also, head to 12ouncesports.com/bet so you can beat MyBookie. For just $5.99 a month. That's for a cup of coffee. Best bets from Philly Peter and Gamble Guy, who's also Jeff Beck on the side, and more people to come. How you doing, Falcon?
I'm doing great. Great. I mean, I thought the first segment went well. You know.
It could have been better, though. Could have been better.
Yeah. You know.
Breaking news. Shohei Ohtani is the first member of the 50-50 club. His 50th home run. Shout out to Shohei, the gambling guru. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right, yeah. I don't know, speak English. Good. All right, Eli Manning. This will be a short topic because I found it before the show. Me and Falcon feel the same way. Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl champion for what it's worth. Trent Dilfer times 2, is one of the first-time Pro Football Hall of Fame nominees. I have always had a hot take that Adam Vinatieri, who is also on this list this year, is more of a Hall of Famer than Eli Manning is because he single-footedly won Tom Brady like 2 or 3 Super Bowls. That, to me, matters. You see Justin Tucker's kind of fallen off. We know how hard being a kicker is. If there is a kicker who can make it, it would be Adam. Eli Manning, you lead the league in interceptions 6 times. Sorry, dude. Actually, I'm not sorry. It just sounds good when I say it. Is he a Hall of Famer, Falcon?
He is not a Hall of Famer. Again, was he, if you look at the entire span of his career, right, was he an above-average quarterback? And at times, a great quarterback. There were times where he was honestly a great quarterback. But if you look at the entire body of work, he's really just an above-average quarterback. That's it. And again, in order to get in the Hall of Fame, you don't need there's plenty of ordinary or just above average. You need extraordinary. And again, just because his last name is Manning does not automatically mean that he gets into the Hall of Fame. Sorry, his credentials are not enough to get in there.
Agreed. And also, as a Peyton guy and a Colts fan who really appreciates Eli for beating Tom Brady, I appreciate him. But if his name was Eli Prescott, we might be having a different conversation here.
Right. I agree with you.
Right. All right. So I want to also mention this before we go on because I found this out by accident today. And I want to mention this because the World Box Lacrosse Championships are coming up. And this man named Pavel Dostley of the Czechia team, whatever you want to call it. I'm so sheltered. I'm an American boy. American boy. No Diddy.
Hey, Michael, I got to ask, you got a dick in your mouth or what? You can't pronounce the name?
Probably. What just happened? Shame on you. So Pavel Dostley is playing at 44 years old, and he's not a National Lacrosse League player. He is just a guy who has been at this since 03. 03, 07, 2011, 2015, 2019, and now this year, he has played in the World Box Lacrosse Championships for Team Czechia, Slovakia, all that good stuff. Falcon, at what point is this just the love of the game, especially when you my Twitter account is now called Pavel Dostley Fan Account. No one's heard of this guy. Why do it besides love of the game?
Exactly. And again, I can give other examples in other sports to where I can just take my hat off to them, right?
Thank you.
You know, somebody like a Julio Franco who was still playing professional baseball at my age at 50 years old. 50 years old. That is absolutely love of the game. Jaromir Jagr, same thing in the NHL. Have you ever seen how that dude trains and whatever? And again, did he extend his career past the NHL and go into other leagues? Absolutely, because love of the game. Again, so I'm going to give my hats off to Pavel Dostley for being 44 years old and playing one of the most brutal sports known to man. I know because I've seen it firsthand with my son. He plays lacrosse, and then adding box into it, where you have walls now. It's like hockey and lacrosse times, like that's as close as you get to hockey, right there. And
that's Wayne Gretzky.
I just can't believe it. Like the guy isn't even getting paid millions of dollars to do this thing at all. He's just doing it because he loves the game. Absolutely. So hats off to you, Pavel.
Yeah, hat on for me, and then hats off, of course, to Pavel Dostley, the GOAT here of international lacrosse, in my opinion. I mean, they're
absolutely.
They may be a close second. I don't know. All right, okay. So here we go. This is the fun part. Last two videos, and boy, are they fun. This is Falcon. Thank you for giving us a topic. You are so kind. You are amazing. I was sleeping till like 5:30, 5:45, and this young man came through today. All right, so Mike Tomlin, soccer coach, not what you're thinking. Remember when Mike Tomlin kind of low-key, high-key trying to trip a guy up? Well, we have a person who was inspired by Mike Tomlin.
Go get it. Go get it.
Here, I'll put this. There we go.
Sure.
What a breakaway. What? Oh, boom. Yeah, that's right. Fight him.
Kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's right. What just happened? Shame on you. As almost funny as this is, but also very, very, very dangerous. Falcon, another question. If you were a player of an opposing team, I know you would fight another player if that happened. Do you fight the opposing coach at that point? Because that's a very weird situation to be in. Like, I want to kill this guy, but I don't want to. I don't know. How would you handle that as an opposing player or as a teammate of that guy? I mean.
Yeah, I get it. My goodness. So I guess it all depends on the match, right? Like if it's just a regular match or a friendly or something like that, I'm probably going out there and I'm gonna go out there and fucking clock the coach. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up for my teammate because guess what? Did you see what happened on there? If you see the video again, like he could have gotten his knee blown out, right? Not knowing that all of a sudden there's an extra person coming onto the field, which happens to be the look at this, right? All he had to do was land wrong, and the knee is gone. Like, That coach should honestly be banned for the rest of the fucking season to be on the sidelines, in my opinion.
Season is putting it lightly.
A minimum. I'm just saying, like, that's a minimum. Sorry, but you're putting players' safety you're putting players at risk. They don't even wear pads. So I'm sorry. Yeah, no. If I'm on that dude's team, I'm going up there and clocking that fucker. I'm sorry, but give me the red card. But guess what? I'm going to throw down. If it's a tournament or like whatever, I'm probably going to yell at him, but not throw the punch. That's my take on it.
I love that you said all that because I have an interesting concept for you that may turn your bubbles a little bit more here. What about? Yeah, I don't know why I said that. That was weird. So, probably this FedEx water just got me thinking all weird. So, do you? If you're a soccer federation or whoever this guy, I forgot what the team was. It was some god. I mean, I don't even think Beck has heard of this team. But it's like, do you ban him for life? I mean, that's pretty egregious. I mean, at what point do we draw the line there? I mean, do you wait to see if he becomes a repeat offender? Because I'm saying.
I'm going to say the severity of you're suspended for the rest of the year, and then your pay is also suspended. Both, like I think that's severe for first offense. It's a pretty severe offense, right? It affected the outcome of the game possibly because the guys on
that's true.
Again, I don't know much about soccer for all y'all out there or football. I don't know all that much about the strategy and stuff, but I do know that was a counterattack, and the dude basically had green field in front of him, and it's going to be a one-on-one, so it's like a breakaway in hockey. Right. That may have affected the outcome of the game. So for me, banning him for the rest of the year, suspending him for the rest of the year without pay.
And fining him. Let's add that onto the without pay. I
think without pay is enough. Again. Yeah, but you know what? Second offense. Yeah, dude, if you do that again and make it very clear, you're gone. You're banned for life.
I mean, at that point, I might have to. Well, hey, here's an idea. I wonder if the player's going to press charges. That could also could that be a thing? Like, I feel like that could I mean, he's not a player.
If it was in the United States, he could do a civil case definitely against him, right, and try to go after him. But I don't know how it would transpire with the legal system wherever they were playing, which I don't know what country they're in. Did you happen to catch it or no?
Let me. Well, I'll click on it again. It is from.
I know it's pretty recent.
Yeah,
I know it's pretty
Italy.
Recent.
It's Pontificative. Well, that's a great name. Pontificative took on Subiano in Italy's 6th tier, and the Subiano's coach decided to do that. So it's in Italy.
Saviano's coach?
Have hairy armpits.
Woo! Well, I mean, I got hairy armpits, see?
But the women do too, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, culture, baby. The culture shock.
Yeah, it's okay. Europe's a fun place.
Let's watch it again just to expose this jerk. Hey, look at that. That's a great play.
Look at that, dude. He's got it.
How dare you?
And then look on the backside. You see his player on the backside. He was flying up there. So even if he was taking that angle, the defenseman didn't even see that the backside guy was coming. That's an easy pass. Watch. You see that? Look, he's coming backside. All he has to do is slow it down just a little bit. He didn't even see him coming. Boom, kick it right at an angle, pop it right in. Yeah, I think that's
what she said again and again and again.
But I do believe that the opposing coach did, in fact, affect the score in this game.
At that point, even if it was 6-0 and the guy about the score was going to make it 7-0, there could have been a lot of angry bettors I'm sure they're betting on. Sure, they might be betting on that Sockers.
Yeah, it's actually Gamble Guy. That's actually his. I believe that and tennis are his 2 highest win percentages as far as spreads go. So, or as far as betting goes. So, yeah, I think he would be able to speak to that a little bit more next week. Maybe we can carry this topic on next week when Captain Ireland gets back.
Yeah, what was like? Yeah, Lucky Charms to you. When Lucky Charms gets back, yeah, is he coming back next week? Is it that soon?
I believe he'll be back for the show next week. I believe he flies back in on Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah,
We love this guy, Captain Ireland. What
Captain
a great
Ireland!
name. I hope you have time at your fun castles drinking all the beer. You blasted bastard!
A point to Guinness? Would you like a point to Guinness?
That was a horrible Irish accent. All right.
I know I can do a British accent, okay, because my girl was actually strapped to boat.
That would be
Hello, how
fine
are you
and
doing?
dandy.
Oh, you cheeky thing, you.
You cheeky bastard. All right. So, you remember that cheating bastard Jose Altuve?
Oh yeah.
But this 5'6" guy can sure blast it out of the park. Oh, that's why. That makes more sense. Yeah, I don't. Listen, first of all, I don't want to open this can of worms, and then at the same time I do. I think what we're about to show you guys is actually kind of fair what Jose Altuve did. But I will also love taking every single moment I can to talk about those cheating bums that still have their championship because Major League Baseball is stupid.
Should have been stripped. I mean, seriously.
Stripped. I love that word, strip.
Yeah, I know. You love it.
So is Deshaun Watson, but go ahead.
Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah. So what are we going to watch here? I don't know. What's going on with this head, shoulders,
We can go to Pornhub. I mean, we can just do whatever we want right at this point.
What I'm saying, like, I want to see, is there some sort of substance behind this, what we're talking about? Head, shoulders, socks, and shoes? Head, shoulders, socks, and shoes.
Hits Altuve's foot.
Okay, so we're going to skip to this. So basically, long story short here, Jose Altuve is pissed off because he swears to God that, that's a foul. And he'll show you why he thinks that in just a few seconds here.
Well, hit him. It allegedly hit him in the foot, right?
Yeah, and I didn't see
That's
a
a
big
dead ball.
honker, but we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. I love this commentator's voice, though, for the Padres.
Josh Hader taking the mound here for the
All right, here we go.
ninth inning.
Look at my toe!
Where it hit his foot.
Yeah, but you cheated in 2017. Get out of here. See how that works? I'm going to go through the play-by-play. What's happening here? Hey, man, look at me toe, man. This is horrible. How dare you? Yeah, but you cheated in 2017. Get out of here! Get out of here, you cheating bastard!
And I'm sorry that I agree with that part of it, but on the flip side, I'm sorry. The ump is a pompous son of a bitch at this point. Like, all he's doing, no, he is. Altuve's trying to show him I got hit in the fucking foot, right? Regardless of how you
kind of swollen,
Altuve, no, he got hit in the foot. Guess what? That's a dead ball. It is.
I never look at this. Hey, man, my foot, man. Look at me limping, man. I know, but you cheated. You cheated. Get out of here.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with you.
I agree.
This is great. Look at him limping.
I mean, again, I wish we could zoom in. I wish we could zoom in on the area of the foot to see what we got there. Is there actually a seam? Is there a seam of the baseball? Is there a mark like that has the seam?
I don't see it. I think he's faking it. I mean, listen. I wouldn't put it past anything for Jose Altuve. I'm sorry. I mean, you have a track record here, man.
I mean, go back. Can
you hear that?
Is there
trash trucks outside?
Is there any way that you can get it back? Let's go back to the beginning of that clip, right? Is there?
Oh,
yeah, I want to see.
Oh, that looks like it hit it.
Rewind it.
I mean,
okay, well, it hits his foot. Let's
see it clanks it. Oh yeah, you notice how he immediately goes down, like right at the end of that clip.
Yep.
Looks like right there.
Oh yeah, that's totally. Yeah, he totally fucking hit his foot for sure. Not even a question. And again, the umpire, that should be replayable, honestly. After he shows him that. Like,
oh, hey man, look at my foot, man. Look at my foot, man.
I mean, again, as much as whatever you think about him, because of his shit in the past. I mean, that's in the past.
I know it.
Again, I don't know, dude. Like, again, why? If we in the era of replay, again, certain things are replayable. It is amazing that he did take his fucking shoe off. I mean, come on now. That is amazing.
Okay, I think this deserves a.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying?
Oh,
On point.
Okay. So I forgot that soundbite was actually in here. I didn't know if it was his thing, but Jose Altuve, can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time, my boy? Shame on you. I was actually gonna play the music because I feel like that would be kind of. I'm not
That
trying
always
to leave.
gets me going, man. Ow.
Okay. No, I just thought it was funny that it looks like we'll be right back to Seinfeld. Poor guy. Poor Jose Altuve.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Wait. Did you just play some sort of soundbite?
No, don't do that. Don't you do that. Falcon, the IT guy. Can you explain to the viewers on why you have Falcon's nuts on your screen today?
I don't need an explanation. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, good. Okay, well, we appreciate you for showing up. This wonderful show. Head, shoulders, socks, and shoes. Take them off.
Socks and shoes.
Dun, 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 cheating bastards. Head, shoulders, socks, and shoes. Socks and shoes. Get out of here. All right, I'll be point blank honest with you guys. We're out of topics. That kind of sucks for me. I thought we did very well. If we end early, it's our network. I mean, technically it's Beck's network, but I mean, to be fair, is it really his network if he's not here? If a tree falls in the middle of the forest, is there anyone around to hear it?
Although, I do believe it is still the property of his network.
It could be. Regardless, our discography is a hit list. Thank you, Erica Irwin. You are too kind. Flattery will get you nowhere. Have a great evening. I love you, man.
My discography is a hit list. The hottest girl is on my hit list. The hottest parties, I'm on the guest list. Roll up a gram like an exam, glitz and glam.